Hello everyone, this is Father the Everchosen, back in Total War Warhammer with another set of Vampire Count Quick Battles. So like I said in my last video, I will be releasing two videos today. This one coming out hopefully right around 12:30, and one later tonight, probably closer to 6:30. And then tomorrow I will be releasing the third episode for Mountain Blade, the Hevrek Legacy. So let's go with, we've been picking a different lord pretty much every time. Let's go with a Lahmian Vampire Lord. We'll obviously keep the first two abilities. Let's just keep all the abilities. And of course we're going to keep Invocation and Raise Dead. And let's grab Penumbral Pendulum as well. And I think we'll just keep her on foot. Yep, we're going to be against Wood Elves. So with Wood Elves, they're going to have high magic damage, so Banshee's probably not going to be the best. Let's bring the Necromancer. Let's see the map. Oh, totally open. So we'll bring the Necromancer in hopes that he doesn't get singled out. There is no Arcane Conduit, so we won't be able to replenish magic super fast unless I bring another vampire. But I think I'm going to save my points this time. And we'll bring the Stearnsman. We'll actually bring some Graveguard this time, seeing as those silver shields should help a little better against archery fire. We'll bring a small tar pit of zombies. And then I think an Air Force would be risky. So instead, let's try a Black Coach. I know my micro's not the best, but if I can make the Black Coach work for me, and this may be risky. I'm pulling a lot of things that will require quite a bit of micro. And we'll take those Königstein Stalkers just so I'm going to have them pretty much park on this Necromancer. So if I can get the Black Coach going, it's got relatively high armor. And if I can just get it going through their lines. Now, they could surprise us and bring a totally Tree Man army. Would be a little weirder since there is no forest at all for them to park in. Typically when you can bring like Dryads, they get, I think, a little bonus in the woods and such. So this is just an open plain. But if they bring a lot of archers, hopefully I can just kind of zigzag through their troops. And if my Black Coach gets stuck, try to support them with the Black Knights. They've got lower troop count than me, but that's to be expected. I've got, quite a few low tier troops. Organize this real quick. Drop them back just to space. And obviously they're going to have some magic, so they're not going to stay in that perfectly straight line. But keeping those spears on the flank is definitely the most important part. The only thing I pretty much have to watch for, even a pendulum, I should be able to, if I'm on the move, should be fine. But if they drop something like Pit of Shades. I think the Wood Elves get access to that spell. But something like that, I would definitely have to watch. These guys are going to get hard grouped together so they walk at the same speed. Let's deploy some doggos on the flanks. The bats will pretty much be to protect my lines. And let's see. So no, as far as I can tell, nobody behind me. And Glade Guard, Wildwood Rangers, Dirthu, Sisters of the Thorn with their 2 bound spells, and they probably have some hidden units in here as well. So I guess we'll advance kind of together. Get the Black Knights off to this side, the coach, and the dogs. And like I said, I don't see anybody back here, and I don't know if they have a Way Watcher, because I haven't seen any. Any arrows of Kronos coming in. But that doesn't mean he may be saving it. And then they've got the Winterheart Guard right here in the front. So of course it's going to be a slog to advance. And we're actually going to hard group everybody, so that nobody's getting completely singled out. And we will advance to there. She has the Penumbral Pendulum, so it could be a decent spell to cast at some point. These Sisters of the Thorn look like they're gunning for me over here. Let's try to draw them away. If I can get these guys all mixed in together, probably will be the biggest benefit for myself. Keep advancing. Dirthu's going to be the toughest nut to crack. We've got the Black Coach in here. They've got Shield of Thorns on, which is not going to be super helpful. And let's get these bats in. I don't know why they're leaving that just wide open. Yep, there. There's the Waystalkers. Alright. And everybody else, just going to try to have them commit to the fight. Let's have everybody else just kind of move up. And if I'm lucky, get a pendulum in here real quick. Ooh, not perfect by any means, but decent enough. And hopefully I can just kind of plug up some of these holes. This Black Coach needs to get away from this Manticore. Ooh, she's just getting shot to hell. Need to get her into combat. Alright. I may be able to keep the Black Coach alive for a few more seconds. But it's not doing great. It has been able to keep that Manticore off for quite a bit. And they're pretty much bogged down everywhere. That Black Coach did end up getting trapped.
Noble of the night.
Keeping her in here.
We are the new order.
Yep, and I figured that of all the things, the corpse cart might have been the most dangerous pick, because it's a large target, and it's just going to get singled out. Keep going. Need to make sure my forces are staying committed. Actually, before you move. Oh, so close to getting that off. Hopefully these Glade Guard just get trapped. Hopefully.
Living will join
I'll drop another summon over here. Durthu and these Waystalkers are going to be more than likely too much for everyone. These Eternal Guard are probably, if not the best, near the top for the most not only cost effective, but I mean they're great troops even late game. Especially in comparison to, need to get these Königstein Stalkers in here. Again, you guys were probably screaming that. And the Lahmian, she's not a bad lord, but she's not going to be able to take on Durthu. That's definitely not her her speed. Luckily for her, she will just kind of get batted around. Get in there, Königstein Stalkers. Its charge animation, the Feral Manticore is just going to continuously knock her around. So, definitely, I wouldn't even call that a close defeat. Definitely, the zombies can be a good tar pit against certain types of infantry. And the skeletons can do quite well when supported by the necromancer. Eternal Guard, even these unshielded ones, you know, yeah, it's 100 kills, but it's 100 kills on these zombies, taking them effectively out. And against maybe Empire troops, could be pretty decent, but these Eternal Guard are just, they're monsters. And if you look, the Eternal Guard, save for the Winterheart Guard, which were singled out by, I think, a Grave Guard, the Sternsmen, the Lahmian Vampire Lord, and the Necromancer, who are all parked right there. They all are quite healthy. Even the Wildwood Rangers took quite a bit more damage. Sisters of the Thorn, very good. And this army would have struggled against, you know, an all-tree army as well. So Durthu always was going to be a challenge. Definitely, I don't know if that was a fair shake for the Lahmian Vampire Lord, but her passives and her spells that she has access to can definitely be good, and she definitely has, you know, merit to bring on the campaign. I myself just unlocked the Lahmian Bloodline, but in multiplayer, I would say out of what is it, the 5 custom battle vampire counts. Yeah, you've got the Strigoi Ghoul King, the Strigoi Vampire Lord, the Necroid Vampire Lord, the Von Karstein, the Lahmian, and the Blood Dragon. I mean, I haven't tried out the Strigoi Vampire Lord, and I don't really know the difference between that and the Strigoi Ghoul King. Oh, it's quite significant. But even just looking at his abilities, you know, Claws of Morkane and the Ghoul King of Usharan. His spells, Spirit Leech is good, Invocation's obviously good. Doom and Darkness and Soulblight have their place. Command the Unliving is just a better version of Summon Undead, a little more costly. And his items, he gets the Power Stone, so he gets access to a Power Stone, even though he doesn't get access to Arcane Conduit. Neither does he. Yeah, Arcane Conduit. But I think she may be one of the weaker lords. And if you look at the Von Karstein Lord gets shield. The Strigoi doesn't have a lot of armor, so he may have suffered pretty badly against the Wood Elves as well. But there are definitely a lot of things I probably would change against the Wood Elves. That wasn't even a very kitey build. If it was a much more kitey build, I would have had almost no chance. And I think the Black Coach, not only is it probably still a pretty memey unit to use, but with my skills, probably not the best to take. You know, the abilities that it gets are good, but I don't know if it's worth it. It's got, you know, armor piercing, anti-infantry, but that 24 melee attack isn't fantastic. You know, you get 24 melee attack out of the Black Knights. Or here, let's take a better charging cavalry. The Black Coach gets 18 more charge. It gets 78 more weapon strength and 6 more speed, but it drops so much in armor, quite a bit in melee defense, a little bit in leadership, and you know, the drop in HP. Obviously, it causes fear and terror, but I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. And for its price point of 110, or not 110, 1100, you know, 50 gold cheaper, probably would just go with Black Knights with Lances and Barding, or just go for 200 more. And Varric's Reavers are always good because they've got regeneration. But I think that's where we'll call it on the analysis as well. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment. And as always, if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out on the channel, subscribe. And until next time, guys, I've been Father of the Everchosen.